I found my fan.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was stuck in between a couch cushion on my couch.
Slay.
Slay the world.
So
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm Eris Envy, Spankie Jackson's #1 impersonator. And welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast. I've done everything out of order. But the tea is piping hot and we're always ready to spill. Just drinking nothing as I down my coffee this morning. Logan.
I think I'm Logan Murphy. I don't know anymore, y'all. Say something gay. Gay. If I'm out of it today, it's because it is currently 4:20 in the morning. And I have yet to be high.
My name is unfortunately Reya's son, and my fan is holding on by a thread.
Not the thread.
It also has a penis.
Ooh.
Mine doesn't.
One of these days I'm going to remember to put my fan in here, because I've got like at least 3.
It's very, very interesting seeing daylight for both of you.
I know.
I'm gonna be really honest.
It's gonna be the last couple of times you see this. It's gonna start getting dark at 3 o'clock for us here, because I'm that far north.
Good.
Circling back around to Palmerston North, Spankie Jackzon, Drag Race Down Under. Ooh,
Spankie mother tucker in the house tonight. Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
I was saying to Reya and Eris off camera. I hate the makeover challenge. I just want to preface this whole episode by saying I hate the makeover challenge. It usually does not go the way I want it to. My favorite normally goes home. This was not the case with this one, which I was very happy about. But this is not a challenge that I enjoy normally. It's just not, unless there's Spanish rugby players, honestly, is kind of the last time I enjoyed it. But I will say I didn't hate this episode.
Oh no, it was a good episode, and it was nice to enjoy the makeover challenge for once. Because honestly, if I go back and watch some of the early seasons of Drag Race US, I normally skip the makeover challenges.
Yeah. Because it feels like, and we've kind of talked about it, the last couple of weeks have been, not horrible episodes of Drag Race Down Under, but not groundbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
And this definitely wasn't a groundbreaking episode, but I thought it was relatively entertaining.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One of the best makeover episodes, I'd argue.
One of the best individual makeovers we've seen in years. If not, I'm gonna go as far to say ever.
Flash Jackson looked really great.
Halle Gator just served Mama T Hunty Boots the house down.
So, gaggle of bitches walk back into the workroom, and Beverage is gone.
Beverage, no.
Beverage was one of the most.
Reya. So Bev has left a message saying her goodbyes, and she also is now, is it the second or third person to say Team Spankifer?
I think third. I would count Minnie.
Yeah.
I would count Minnie putting, she put Spankie, Queen, and someone. Yuri, I think it was, when she was eliminated. I would count that as team whoever.
Mm-hmm.
So technically 3, because it would be Minnie, Yuri, and now Beveragino.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to Spankie's character. We've got to see a lot of her being kind of mother hen.
Mm-hmm.
Which is strange because I feel like we also do occasionally get that energy from Kween Kong, but we're not seeing a lot of Team Queen.
It's an interesting duality, because I do agree. I think we see it a lot from both, but very, very different ways, where Spankie is kind of this more extroverted mother figure, whereas Queen is kind of this more introverted and reserved mother character. I do like having both. I think it's
So RuPaul comes into the workroom the following morning and is like, "Hello, you 4 people. Here is a homosexual named Keelan."
Well, before that happens, there's a very hot man on the screen.
Oh yeah,
No.
something Bartlett.
He's from White Lotus,
I'm going to get the name.
which is a
correctly.
show I did not watch. I think my roommate did.
Murray Bartlett,
Murray. He
who
was
is
a daddy.
fine as hell.
Yeah.
Listen, I know he's got a hairy chest, but I'm not opposed to rug burn. That's what I'm going to say.
It's
The fact that you both in sync rolled your eyes.
Eris, it's too early.
I
mean,
It's midday. It's too early.
I mean, same, but like, it's too early.
And he just gives the queens a quick message of some recycled Drag Race jargon, and then says, "Who's your daddy?" To which
At least-
Hannah
Go ahead.
Conda creams her pants.
And Molly.
And Molly.
At least this is a much better message from Murray than whatever the fuck we got from Norvina later.
We'll talk about that.
I have a full impersonation ready, don't you worry.
Is it going to sound anything like your Shells on LaRue impersonation?
It might.
It might do. So then Rue pops into the workroom and is like, "Hello, queens. Here is this homosexual named Keelan." Keelan comes in his finest Primark shirt, looking very excited.
I clocked the hell out of that because I wanted to buy that same shirt.
Which, me too. I love a snazzy button-up shirt.
Yes!
And
I
then
love it.
Keelan is then quickly followed by his cousin, and then his dad, and then his uncle. And Rue was like, "This is a family. You will be making them over."
I really like this concept. I like that it's a full family because I don't think they've done this before.
No.
I don't
we've
think
had
it's been
people's actual relatives come on, but we've not had
Yeah.
a whole family unit.
Well, we had like husbands on España, but I think that's like the closest because it was like the gay council or whatever on season 2, and that's like the closest we've gotten. But I thought this was a really nice way to do the makeover. And then to decide, they have to play paper, scissors, rock. I'm so sorry.
Because, you know, the toilet's flushed the other way in Australia.
This was stupid.
And
stupid and dumb and stupid.
It was done in a weird way. Like, I don't get why they wouldn't just make 2 people pair off, and then whoever won for those pair off, and then one person be like, "Okay, you get her, you get her, you get her, I'm taking her."
Yeah.
So, okay, as we all know, I don't really like RuPaul all that much. Shocker, not a fan. It felt like this whole episode, RuPaul was just so patronizing. And I don't know if either of y'all felt the same way, but like making them play rock, paper, scissors to decide who got what queen. And then in all of the walkthroughs, just being like, "Well, you have your wig and you have your tits and you have your body. Now you just have to have the attitude." Like, no fucking duh, RuPaul. Like,
You know, maybe she was waiting for that coffee enema.
I just, like, I am ready for RuPaul to retire. And I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to continue to say it until RuPaul either retires or dies.
Okay,
like,
but then
I'm just ready.
Who hosts Down Under in the event RuPaul retires?
Art Simone. No, it's Portniak. That's Portniak. It's Portniak.
Please, I would love that.
Oh no, they get Vanity. They get Vanity to do.
Oh no.
We'll give the US to either Bob, Monet, or Simone, and we can give the UK to Davina.
I feel like at this point they'd give the US to Jinx, don't you think?
Oh, please
Maybe.
don't.
But I
I
feel like
wouldn't be mad at that, but I would prefer like Bob or Alaska or Bianca.
Yeah.
I'd want Bob and Monet, honestly.
I would compromise at Alaska.
That would be really... honestly, Alaska and Willem.
No! Those poor contestants.
Willem hates WoW, though.
Do you want them
I know, she literally created Mom.
those girls would not pass psych evals.
Yeah, so in this scenario, since we clearly don't want to talk about the episode. So in this scenario, Bob and Monet host US. Do we agree on, we said Minnie or Courtney or Art Simone?
Yes.
Or Keita Mean.
Yeah.
I think Keita
Oh,
Mean
yeah.
would be a great host,
If Keita
honestly.
did
Oh,
win.
Keita would be amazing.
Oh, we could get
Keita-
Keita and Anita to do it, like together.
Yes, just House of Drag, but make a Drag Race.
Yeah, okay.
So who would take over UK then?
I would want Davina to do it, but I don't think they'd give it to. Oh no, because the BBC loves Davina, so I think they could see it going to Davina. I would hate if they went to the Vivian. I would like.
I don't think it would. I don't think it would.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Velmicelli.
Anyway.
New York scene is currently laughing. Anyways,
Maybe Lawrence.
I could see Lawrence doing it.
I wouldn't be mad at Lawrence.
Because
Jade.
if Lawrence did it, I could see Ellie being her Michelle.
I would love that. Or Cheddar Gorgeous when Cheddar inevitably wins season 4.
Yes.
Go check out our UK cast assessment that is
And then we
dropping
can have the whole
in an
family
hour and a
Gorgeous
half
on.
from the time that we're
Yeah.
recording this video.
So, who the fuck is that first bitch? Oh, Molly. So Molly wins and decides, I want the attractive homosexual to be my partner.
And that's where she signed her own death note. Honestly.
That's when she got handed the plane ticket.
Like, okay, we know, like those of us that are Drag Race historians, which I would consider all 3 of us to be at this point, those of us that know that you don't pick the hot one. You pick the funny one.
Exactly.
Like, you pick the funny one or the one that you deem to have the best personality. Mind you, the person that won chose neither of those. But like, I always go for the one that has the personality. Mm-hmm. Because at the very least, if your makeover is shit, they can sell it on the runway. And that's why Spankie Jackzon wasn't in the bottom.
So then, I believe Kween Kong gets second pick, and she chooses the cousin who's... Oh, bye, Reya.
She's lagging.
What is the name of the cousin again? I'm sorry.
Tyler.
Tyler. There we go. And then... Who is...
The dad... the dad and the uncle. One of them is Bill, and one of them is Tony. And I don't remember which is which. I think the dad is Bill. Oh, Paul?
I thought one of them was Paul.
I don't remember.
Okay, well, Hannah gets the dad, and that leaves Spankie with the uncle. Uncle Paul. I really think it's Uncle Paul.
I think it's Uncle Paul, and then the dad is Tony.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
We're going to go with it, and if we're wrong, don't come for us.
And we learned that the runway theme is opposites attract.
Thank fucking God. Because, okay, I think this is actually why I enjoyed this makeover challenge the most. Because for once, they're like family resemblance, but you don't have to wear the same shit.
Yeah.
And I like really appreciate
Yeah.
that. Because every fucking time there's a makeover, it's always, oh, why are like the person that wins is normally the person that's just wearing the same outfit as their makeover.
And if one of you wears a pink bracelet and the other doesn't, Michelle Visage leaps out of her chair and beats you to death with her hair because it's got that much hairspray in it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. The workroom stuff was like cute and whatever.
Yeah, so we kind of go around on our groups and we get the vibe for everyone. We see that so Queen seems to have got the shyest of the group. Was it Tyler? I believe it was Tyler.
Yes, Tyler.
Okay, work Tyler. And Queen seems to be taking a very serious approach to the challenge and is going... what are you giggling at, Bozo? But,
Reya has shit going on in her background. Sorry.
Oh, well, Reya should have thought about that before she was born 19 years and 2 days ago. But yeah, so Queen seems to be going full balls in this challenge.
1 day ago.
Can I get through my sentence?
No.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Molly says seems to notice and says that she wants to take a similar route. Molly does not take the similar route. I feel like Queen really went in with the intent of turning Tyler into a full-time drag performer, even if it was just for this episode.
I guess that's kind of the attitude you have to have, right?
Hmm.
Because
And
if
it
they're not
worked. I
going
mean,
to
we
sell it,
see.
they're not going to sell it.
We kind of learned that Keelan is a little bit of a handful,
A little.
which I think any of us, I mean, as far as my knowledge would go, I probably would have also picked Keelan. Not because I think he's attractive, but because he's a homosexual, and I think I would find that just easier. And then we learned that
I would have picked the uncle.
probably Keelan has former demon twink energy. If you know, you know.
Former or current?
That man doesn't look like he's been a twink in a couple of years.
Oh.
He's more of a.
Neither have you.
Well, thank you for noticing my gym progress, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I just slapped my earphone.
Karma is a whore named Eris.
I don't think. Anyways, we also get a conversation between Spankie and Uncle Paul, where Spankie mentions she moved back from Sydney to Palmy
Melbourne.
to be with her father. Was it? Oh, I believe it was their adopted father.
Yes, and she came back from Melbourne.
Melbourne. I thought
She said Melbourne multiple times.
I would just like to let our audience at home know I watched this episode 10 minutes prior to us starting filming.
I watched it like an hour and a half ago, so...
This is what happens when we don't have notes. I'm going to really make
okay,
sure...
you know what, Eris? Anyway, Spankie is talking with Uncle Paul. Uncle Paul?
Uncle Paul.
Uncle Paul.
Because Uncle Tony is my stoner uncle who's too high to recognize me when I walk past him in Leeds.
Oh, good.
Hi, Tony.
But he talks about, how he's lived with his partner for like 6 years in Palmy. And Spankie immediately is like, someone from my town?
Oh, no. Spankie is like, oh, you're from Palmy? Fuck yeah!
Literally. I was like, everyone kind of got the person that they should have gotten.
Mm.
Which I think is
sucks
funny.
for Molly, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a conversation about how they both connected with father figures in their life at a time when their father figures were ill. Spankie moved back to Palmy because her dad / was it her dad? I believe it was her dad.
Yeah.
Adopted father. Something.
So she moved back because he had 6 months to live, and luckily he's still with us.
Mm-hmm.
And she spoke about how she got closer to him during that time. And then we get sort of a really intense emotional moment from Paul, where Paul's like, you know, it was similar for me caring for my father when he was sick. And I felt like I really got to know him during that time. And it was an interesting window into this family's life because, of course, they're all related to this figure, being that they're all, you know, a family.
Yeah.
And it was a really beautiful moment between Spankie and Paul that I kind of appreciated watching.
Yeah, I thought this was cute. I was just like, don't cry off the makeup, please. Whatever you do.
Don't, because Spankie was trying her hardest.
And then back in the workroom the previous day, I don't know what PA had to come up with a graphic for the walk-off, but I feel really bad for you because they had a full graphic and then like everyone was doing really, really well. And then Keelan, being the demon twink that he is, decides, oh, I'm going to be a little bit extra, and almost breaks both of his ankles in the process.
I believe it was Puerto Rican poet laureate Madame Lequer who famously said, "My uncle went clique."
That's
foul.
Yeah,
So-
we've been new.
So everyone starts getting into drags. Tyler gets a look at himself in the mirror, and Queen is just screaming at the top of her lungs because she made that bitch beautiful. Like,
I
that's
mean, we'll
a
talk
drag
about
mug.
it.
Out of everyone here on the runway, Tyler was the only one with like very good drag makeup, I would say. I'd say
Yes.
Keelan looked passable, and then the uncle was present, and
Well, do
the
we
dad
just
was.
want to talk about them, Eris?
Well, I'm going down the line. Just give me a second. Anyways, so when Molly starts putting Keelan into drag, she starts running out of time.
I was very confused by Molly through this whole episode.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because like she's like, well, I want to do, and I feel like a lot of it honestly has to do with Keelan. But like, she's like, I want to do this sweet and sour thing. And then the previous day in the workroom, Keelan's like, well, I just don't feel sour enough. And I'm like, are you the drag artist that's been doing this for multiple years and is competing for $50,000 and some gross Norvina makeup?
Oh, but he's
No.
a performer.
Shut the fuck up then.
Oh, but he's an MC.
I don't give a single fuck.
It seems
Shut
like
the
this
fuck
man is
up.
everything surrounding drag, but not a drag queen, which is kind of funny.
Oh, we forgot to mention Norvina.
Yeah, so Norvina pops up on the screen to give us a robotic message about thank you for using my product, homosexuals.
Okay.
The winner of the challenge will receive product.
Wait, I have to just okay. So I need to do my impersonation of Norvina because she's just like, hey queens, thanks so much for using Anastasia Beverly Hills. You know what they say, cover girl don't cover boy, baby. But Anastasia in Beverly Hills does. Peace to you. And I was like,
the entire time I was just
racist
thinking
bitch,
about
get
how
off my
nice her
screen.
wig was.
I'm like, racist bitch, get off my screen. Anyway. But yeah.
Let's get into the runway looks.
Bring it to the runway. Runway. Run.
Bring it to your mum's house.
Runway.
Mum's house.
Mum's
Mum's house.
Mum's house. Slade.
Queen and sisters. Yeah, I mean,
Eight with no crumbs.
this is gonna be a short one today.
Queen looks like she could beat the shit out of me, and I love that.
Yeah.
And I would love
Supervillain
that.
baddie.
Yeah, I
like.
Go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Words.
I liked that they're not the same silhouette, like the same outfit, like many other makeups are. Like it's especially I can't remember what season it was, but they did like an opposites makeover thing, and it was just like the same dress in a different color fabric, and it was just kind of like, really. But with this, it's kind of like Queen's silhouette is more pointed and more like
Severe.
interesting angular movements, and Sister Kong's is a bit more curved and I don't want to say clean because Queen's is clean as well, but yeah, soft.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, my cup was full.
Oh yeah, I make that too. Like, definitely incredibly impressed.
Make that 3.
3 for free.
Woo!
Ooh. Molly Poppinz and Candy Flippins.
What the fuck is this drag name?
Candy Floppins.
Lemon looks really rough here.
Don't you dare disrespect Lemon like this.
Sweet and sour. They're sweet and
Sweet
sour.
and sour.
I'm sweet and sour, bitch. So
Lime
I think Molly
really great here.
Yeah, Molly looks really cute here. Like I
You
love this
think?
color. Yeah, I think Molly looks cute. I mean, it's a little bit of a baggy dress, but I think she looks fine.
A little?
I like the color palette. And
Okay, that doesn't mean it's a good look.
Then we get to Lady Candice of Flippington. Rough Queen. So I don't know why we went with the clear heels. They might have just been the only shoes available. But there's just a weird disparity here. The dress fits only a tiny bit better than Molly's. I think she needed a glove as well. I don't know if she had a glove, but we can't see from here. I like the wig. The makeup
is bad.
It's not terrible, but it's giving. I've been doing drag for just a year, and I'm finally getting into the swing of doing my own makeup.
It gives me. Go ahead, Reya. No, go ahead.
You go. No, you go.
It gives me the makeup that Raven gave her makeover on season 2.
Raven, I've been looking for that.
It's mine now, bitch.
Oh,
Raven, you'll never learn.
Yeah.
In the workroom, Molly was just
Let Reya speak.
Hashtag free Reya from this recording.
Okay. And like you were saying, Eris.
Go on, Reya. This is your moment. Have it.
Have your moment, girl. Have it.
The thing with Molly in the workroom, she finished the mug and was just like, that will do, and I need to finish what I need to do. So it was just like a half-assed mug, and it's like, I don't think a yellow lip would have looked great, but something other than this like white concealer lip.
Green or black.
Yeah, black would have been nice if you want to give that sour cunty thing, whatever.
Well, okay, so when Keelan starts I'm not even calling him by whatever this excuse of a drag name is. No. When Keelan's in the workroom and he's like, well, I just don't feel sour enough. And they started putting this black belt and these like black armbands on. I was like, okay, maybe that would have been kind of cute. But honestly, these looks were doomed from conception. Molly looks like shit. Molly looks like shit. The dress is baggy. It's an awkward length. It does not flatter her in the slightest. I hate the socks. I hate the shoes. I hate the hair. And her mug is not good. And she looks better than her partner, who looks even worse.
I think Molly looks fine. I think Candy is the one that looks rough. I feel like if you're going to do sweet and sour, and I know Keelan was being a demon twink this episode, but Keelan was kind of right. It doesn't read that sour. No. And Keelan did his best to sell it on the runway. Like, hats off to him. He really tried. But, you can only sell a bin bag for what it's worth. Are we ready with our scores?
I would like to move on from this, so please start, Eris.
I'm going to give this... I want to give the two different outfits 2 different scores. Okay, well, I would have given Molly a 65, and I would have given Candy a 45, so I'm going to average it out and give them a 50.
Okay.
That's not the average, but go off.
I'm deducting 5 points for Candy wearing those shoes.
I'm going to give this look a 12.
Because that's how old Molly looks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 25.
Strawberry shortcake be damned. This is so smart from Spankie. I hate this so much that I love it. And as someone who used to work at a Pizza Hut, I love this, but I hate this so much. But I love this so much. It's so stupid.
Okay. So, Spankie as a singular unit here, this is the best Spankie has ever looked on Drag Race, in my opinion. And that's saying a lot because she's dressed like a piece of pineapple.
I disagree. I think this is the second best she's looked because I actually really liked her look from the drag brunch, from the challenge.
Oh, yeah.
I think that, for me, that's the best she's looked, but I think she looks great here. Sorry, go ahead.
And Flash Jackson... Okay, so if the outfit wasn't terribly baggy, it would be okay. But Spankie got partnered with someone who's like half her size. It does not... It's hard to take a garment in the amount of time they were probably given. However, I love it as a concept, and I love that her partner looked super comfortable. If I could change one thing, Spankie, the hairline of the wig does not need to start where the hairline of the actual person starts. Pull it a couple inches down, because this wig was higher than the grace of God.
I'm gonna be really
Yeah.
honest. I think this look is good, but I honestly think it should have been a bottom 3.
Yeah.
Because the very evidently visible lace line on Flash Jackson should have put her in the bottom.
Just tug that bitch down a little bit. But Reya, thoughts?
I will continue my thoughts as Reya currently cannot because we're filming at an odd time for all 3 of us. I love the pizza. I hate Spankie's headpiece because it's just a crumpled up piece of tulle.
I'm sorry, but
It's just a crumpled up piece of tulle.
it's
I think
camp.
no, we cannot disrespect the art form that is camp drag like that. I just cannot do that. As someone who is a self-proclaimed camp queen in the making, I'm not gonna do that. I physically cannot. I do think the wig on Spankie is really good. The makeup was weird, but it was interesting because I thought she had done something different with her makeup, and then I just realized it's the bags under her eyes because she clearly didn't sleep. Because there are just 2 visible lines under her eyes, and I'm like, oh, that concealer did not do its job today. I think her legs look great. I love that it's very slutty. I think Flash in the face looks horrible. The lace line is horrible, but the outfit is cute and she sold it.
And the wig itself, if it wasn't, that high
The
up,
wig
would be
itself
really
is
good.
cute. Go, Reya, go.
Hi. I love this storyline because I love pineapple on pizza. So
Me too.
they're not opposites;
No.
they're perfect matches. But yes, I really liked this. I think this. I feel like with makeover challenges, you need to have kind of a storyline other than just literally opposite like costumes. So I really liked this, and despite Spankie's controversial and incorrect opinion that pineapple does not belong on pizza, I really, really liked this from Spankie. And I think if, for every reason you guys have said, if all of that was a bit better, then I think she could have won this week.
I don't think anyone was beating Queen, but
No.
I also want to clarify. I am a pineapple does not belong on pizza person for me personally because I'm allergic to pineapple. I just want to make
Well,
that very
that's
clear.
Okay, Lashana from Total Drama Island, I see you.
I know. And I'm wearing yellow. I didn't even mean that today, but it is what it is.
Yellow again.
Scores.
I'm gonna give this. Fuck it, I'm gonna give this an 85 because I was having fun.
I think I'm going to agree. I'm going to give it an 85. For as much shit as I talked, I think it's an 85.
I'm gonna go 86 just because I liked it 1% better.
Ooh.
Oh, she is the 1%. Tori.
She's sweet. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so I have to preface, if you're watching the YouTube version, this is the only full body shot of both Hannah and Halligator. This is the only one. And this is from critiques. I had to pull all of these. They really said, fuck my drag.
Yeah.
And Hannah really said, fuck her drag.
What is this?
I have
A piece of shit. This is a fab. She is serving an adequate garment made of materials that is on her body. Fashion? No. Couture? No. Barely holding together? Yes. And yes, I know that whole monologue by heart. I love Tia Coffee.
So Hannah herself looks good. Like, I love this dark.
Marvelous.
Halligator. She looks like what Princess Di would look like if she was with us today. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't do Diana like that. It's been a good week for her.
Logan.
Not a good week.
I'm American. I can make these jokes.
But yeah, so Hallie's makeup is just extremely pale. And then the tights are very pale. I mean, I'm not going to get too much in about like the color difference in the tights because they probably had no time to get color matching tights. The dress itself, Hannah's gown looks like really cool. Hallie Gator looks like she's in a costume shop princess dress. And I'm not even kidding. The hair is okay, but it's a bit of an ashy blonde and it continues to wash Hallie Gator out a little bit, which doesn't help when she's already the color of Casper the Ghost. Yeah, there's just a lot wrong here for me, Hannah, and it doesn't work. And it's a shame because Hannah made herself look great and then kind of left her partner looking like the mother of the bride at an Enchanted Forest wedding.
Yeah.
Left her out for dead, basically.
What I will say, I really like the concept when Hannah was talking about it on the runway.
Yeah.
Doing this like medieval sort of like good and evil. Like it was different enough from what Queen was doing. I think this might be the best look for me personally of Hannah's this whole season. Like I really, really like this. I love the dark makeup on Hannah. I think that's personally something she should probably do a little bit more. I would care to not comment on Hallie Gator. Reya? Well, I will, I guess, comment on Hallie Gator.
Rough.
No, I don't want to make that joke. You already did before we started, Eris. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, I know the one.
Yeah.
And I shan't repeat it.
At least her face is white.
And the shade of pink on the gown is just a little bit juvenile, if you know what I mean. Like it looks like a costume shop dress. That's my thing. It's a wonderful costume shop dress. I'm sure they charge you a premium for it. But
the dress and the like pink situation look like a grandmother who was like begged to chaperone like prom. And so she's like, I'm gonna like wear this dress, but I have to wear this cardigan over it. Go, Reya, go. Or don't. It's okay.
I don't even like Hannah's look, if I'm honest. Like,
oh really?
I thought Eris was shocked. She's just yawning.
Yeah, I was just yawning.
I just didn't like this. I didn't like Hannah's. I didn't like the pink. Is just too, because everything is washing her out. Is washing Hallie out. It's just everything at once. It's too light of a pink. Too, like, if you're gonna go blonde, do like a gold. You know what? Just don't. Don't even make him over.
Okay.
Just bring him out.
Scores.
We'll start with Reya this time.
Oh.
There is a drip in my cup.
Oh, okay.
Like a droplet.
Logan?
I feel like I physically have to score these separately. So I'm going to give Hannah a 90. I really like the look, actually. Hallie Gator will be receiving a 6. So average that out. Oh God, math. That's a 48.
I'm also going to give this overall look a 48 because I too would give Hannah a 90 and I give Hallie a 0. But I don't really know what to do with those numbers. No, I'd give Hallie a 10. So that.
Okay, well, you would give her a 50.
No, I'm going to give her a 40. I'm giving this a 40.
Okay. Well,
Julie, I just wrote anus.
Well, we have a challenge winner, and yes, she's Kween Kong.
Yes, it's Kween Kong. It's
very happy.
time.
I know. her first individual win, and it's severely overdue. Spankie Mother Tucker is in the top tonight, meaning that the bottom two are the Hobbit sisters. Lip syncing too. I was very excited about this song, Heartbreak in This City by Steps, featuring Michelle Visage.
Michelle Visage.
This is one of my favorite songs that's come out in the last couple of years. I listen to this song regularly. Like, I'm a huge fan of Steps, and I know that's really weird as an American because they are unknown here, which is wild. But I'm a huge fan of Steps. I honestly attribute that mostly to Novimpia, if I'm being really honest.
God damn it.
Most of my British cultural references come from Novimpia, if I'm being honest.
Oh no!
And I'm excited to see Olympia in the final of this season.
Well, Nova couldn't make it to the end of Canada's Drag Race, so I'm hoping for Limp. But no, I really like this song. I thought this lip sync was good. I thought it was good. It was severely, like, edited towards Hannah.
Yeah. I think what got me...
Poor Reya.
Reya, were you speaking?
No, there's just shit happening in her background again. We are never recording at this time ever again. We will postpone. I don't give a fuck.
You say that, but I mean, Eurovision's being hosted in the UK this year, sweetie, so we'll see.
Oh, God fucking damn
it's it. Only because it's a Sunday. Everyone and their uncle gets the drills out and the power tools.
Sunday is a day of rest.
At it.
But not for me. I was going to put my legs up, but then I felt this chair rocking backwards.
Well, it is for Liz. Anyway.
Anyways, so I have thoughts about this lip sync before I get bullied by, Molly Poppinz and Hannah Conda right here. And y'all can fight over which one you get to be.
I'm Molly.
And I'm Olympia Avalanche. Surprise, surprise!
You're not Olympia Avalanche at all.
No, because I have to be a bearded queen. I'm Venedita Von Dash.
You're Willem.
The new delivery service for Jackson, Venedita Von DoorDash.
Period. Okay,
so anyway, I'm going to talk about this lip sync before we get derailed. Maybe this will be
too late, baby. Too late.
So, I think they both did a good job. But what nags at me just a little bit is I've been dying to perform this song for a minute, and I know how I would perform this song. I would pull out a lot of dance moves, and I don't think either of them did a lot of dance moves. I mean, as Hannah said in Untucked, she was going to be a park and bark queen, and park and bark she did.
Yep.
But for me, there's just a lot of movements you could do that would go with this song that I don't think either of them really attempted. And it's a shame because it's got, I wanted to see an Ellie Diamond 8 count. I wanted to see
honestly,
do crank. I would have been happy if someone did the fucking Priyanka and Lemon.
I need your
and Viv, there we go. Yeah, so I mean, by all means, it's not a bad lip sync. It's just not the way I wanted to see it performed. Honestly, could we have had this like last week for Bev and Queen?
Right?
Imagine how cool that would have been. And then the beginning for these two would have been, fine.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, we've kind of been treated to a lot of really good lip syncs this season. So like this one was good. I don't know why, but I was really, really impressed with Hannah. And I didn't think she was a bad performer, but there was a lot of emoting that I didn't know was possible with all that work she had done. And so I was really, I don't know, 5 a.m. me is shadier than normal. But no, I thought there was a lot of emoting happening, and I was really impressed with the way Hannah was lip syncing, mostly because 75% of the lip sync was just Hannah, and they didn't show Molly at all.
Well, the pumped queen stays, and we unfortunately means we lose Molly for Poppington.
The tits of the season.
Tits of the season. I'm gonna be honest. I did not think Molly would get this far, and I'm happy she did.
Molly didn't think Molly was going to make it this far. She said so. She literally said at the start of this episode that she thought the top 3 was going to be, what was it? Hannah, Yuri
and Minnie.
And Minnie.
Which I would have loved that top 3.
Could you imagine?
I can't imagine the top 3 with that queen.
Me too.
Personally.
Early on, I thought we were going to lose her at like one of the last 2 weeks. I'm going to be honest, but
but you know what? I'm really happy with this top 3.
It's a good top 3. This is kind of the very obvious top 3.
Yeah. But I think they're a diverse top 3. They represent very different ends of drag, and I think they represent, I think they really do represent the best that Down Under has drag-wise, and I'm excited to see it.
Warrior drag, filler drag, and whatever the fuck Spankie does.
Dad.
Yeah.
Mum, Dad, Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, God.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad. I am still so upset that the only Jennifer Coolidge we've gotten on Snatch Game is that devil human that I don't want to acknowledge. Someone please do Jennifer Coolidge again on Snatch Game, please. So next week, it's another finale. We're getting another finale very, very quickly. And as I was going to say, as UK is starting, but who fucking knows when UK is starting at this point?
We can discuss that. I've got some, not insider knowledge, but I've put the maths together.
Oh, you did math. Great, cool.
Yeah.
They get to do a remix to a new RuPaul song. I didn't recognize the name of this song, so I don't know if this comes off of her most recent album, which I have not listened to, or if this is a new song developed specifically for this.
What was the title of the song?
Something with sis in it. Sis Go Off or something.
Oh, so they're fully just ripping off Pop Off Latte. Pop Off Latte.
Hey, sis, it's Christmas.
This was filmed before Philippines.
Well, isn't the Philippines before New Zealand in, how the hours of the...
Thank you so much for joining us for this absolute disaster of an episode of
semi-finale.
Oh, not as bad as like some of our cast assessments, but still.
Subscribe, like, and share on the way out if you want to. We'll be back for the finale.
Finale, darling.
Finale, darling. Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Steps, feet, Cilla Black. So get your mind made up. Call me on the telephone. This is your love. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.